everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mbali, and if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning onto my YouTube channel, for clicking onto one of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe just so you can become part of the family, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell just so you get a notification every time I post something new. And if you are returning, if you're part of the family, then welcome back. Thank you so much for your love and also your continuous support. So guys, happy new year. This is my first video in 2021. The last video I recorded was for my birthday, the 28 lessons that I have learned throughout my 28 years of living. So feels good to be back, feels good to be sitting behind the camera and speaking, and we made it through 2020. Now we are in 2021, and we are hoping that this will be a better year. Even with the unexpectedness that is ahead of us, we still are very hopeful. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the tips I have around goal setting. Now, goal setting can be a daunting task, especially with the uncertainty that we are living in today. So I thought that I should help. I also share some tips on how I set my goals as well. So if you guys would like to hear a bit more about that, then stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And also don't forget to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. So until then, stay blessed to be a blessing. So 2021 guys, 2021. So many of us can actually attest to the fact that 2020 was a very difficult year. It was a very uncertain year. It literally just changed like that. Literally just changed within a day, and a lot of our daily routines, a lot of things that we generally do, like going to work, going to church, exercising, going to friends, you know, having social events and all of that stuff, that had to change completely. So we had to adapt to that, and it was very difficult for some. It was easy for some as well, and also just difficulty of losing loved ones throughout this period. That was very heavy for many people to many people to go through. So my heart does go out to all of you guys who have gone through that and who are still holding on. And yeah, we are in 2021, really hoping that it will be a better year. And for us to make it a better year, let us set some goals. Let us try set some goals. Now, as I said, you know, setting goals is a very daunting task, especially with the uncertainty we are living in today. But once again, we don't have control over what is going on around us, but we do have control on how we react to things, on what we do to make ourselves better people. So yeah, that's the reason why I think it is important for us to set goals. Okay, so let us start off with definitions. I'm very big on definitions, just so people understand what I'm talking about, and also so we are all on the same page. What are goals? Goals are guidelines towards the person that you want to be, or towards the things that you want to achieve. So for example, you may set a goal that you want to get your master's this year, or get your first car, or buy your first home, whatever the case may be. So it's things that you are looking forward to achieve. And once again, goals don't need to be materialistic stuff. They can be personal development goals, spiritual goals, whatever the case may be. We'll go into that as we carry on with this video. And once again, your goals do not have to be perfect. Just like you and I are not perfect, your goals do not have to be perfect. And having said that, your goals will change. You know, as you're working towards a specific goal, along the journey you may discover that you want to change some stuff, and that's okay. That is okay. That's why it's important for you to make your goals as flexible as possible, using the okay, I'll go into that as we get into the video. But yeah, those are the three most important things that I want you to remember before we actually get into the overall video. So another thing that is very important for you guys to remember when you are setting your goals is to set SMART goals. Now, SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable or assignable, relevant, and also time-based. So when you're setting your goals, you should remember that they should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be assignable, relevant, and also time base. Now I have set my goals already. I wrote down my goals just a few days ago. It is never too late to set your goals. Like, I feel like we shouldn't put ourselves under so much pressure that, oh my gosh, everyone is setting their goals, everyone is getting their life together, that I should be in the same boat as well. Whenever you feel ready, whenever you feel that, you know what, it's time for me to actually sit down and also to set my goals. Yes, it is advisable for you to set your goals at the beginning of each year, but then once again, it is still the second week or the second week of January, so no pressure on you on setting your goals, and it does require you to literally reflect on your previous year. Look at your goals in your previous year, if you did set some goals, and look at what you need to change. So I changed quite a bit of things in setting my goals this year. Last year I just literally wrote anything. I got a piece of paper and I wrote down whatever came to mind, the things that I want to achieve in that year, which was okay, but I feel like there needed to be a bit more structure, and that's what I did this year, which I am really motivated about and excited about. So I have 9 or 10 headings that I have used to set my goals, and I'm going to share those 9 or 10 headings that that I have used, and maybe you can use them as well in setting your goals. So I have written all my goals down on this notebook. I have like a notebook that I've written my goals down. So the one that was most important for me, the first heading that I started with in setting my goals are my spiritual goals. So this is what you want to achieve spiritually. Now, if you're a Christian, you know, having a more detailed or walk with God, or building your relationship with God as well, being more present, reading the Bible more, praying more, connecting with people spiritually more, whatever the case may be. So those are the spiritual goals, or however you would like to define spirituality. Now heading number 2 is personal development. Now this is anything that you want to develop personally throughout this year. Now remember, don't be too hard on yourself and be realistic, be specific on what you want to achieve personally. Maybe you want to start reading books or finishing one book each month. Maybe you want to stop procrastinating. Maybe you want to start journaling. Maybe you want to do something that is out of your comfort zone, whatever it actually is, but anything that will help you personally. And also don't forget to put your mental health or your mental wellness under this heading as well. So what is it that you want to attain mentally, or do you want to become more aware and more mindful of your emotions, have a better way in expressing your emotions, or have a better way in interpreting other people's emotions? So all of that can go under that heading. So heading number 3 is finances. So what is it that you want for your finances this year? Maybe you want to open up a savings account. Maybe you want to pay off your debts that you may have. Maybe you want to stop just impulsively buying. Maybe you want to start writing up a budget and trying to stick to that budget as close as possible. Maybe you want to save up for something. Maybe you want to buy a car, buy a house, whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to be more mindful of how you spend your money and where you spend it. So this is just the financial aspect of your goals. Heading number 4. So this has to do with family and friends. So the social aspect of your life. What is it that you want to achieve throughout this year socially? So do you want to become more social, engage more with your friends and your family, call your friends and your family instead of texting them, you know, do something special for a family or a friend, whatever it is that you want to achieve socially. I want to share one of my social goals. I'm known to be a very, I don't like using the word antisocial, but I'm very to myself. You know, I'm not a big social person, so I think I want to kind of break out of that shell, become more social. And that doesn't mean going wild, no, but then just becoming more social, engaging more with people that I do not know, rather than just sticking in or within my circle. We never know where that could actually lead. So those are one of my social goals. And then heading number 5, these are your career goals. So what is it that you want to achieve career wise, or if you're still in varsity, what is it that you want to achieve academically. So academically, you may want to have better marks, you may want to put more time in your studies, you may want to assist somebody else in their studies, you may want to you know, get distinctions, whatever the case may be. And career-wise, you may want to get a promotion, you may want to move out of that career space that you're in currently and move into a better career space that interests you more, that brings out your passion more. You may want to you know, develop a new skill within your career, whatever it is that you feel that you need to develop within the career sphere or in the academic sphere as well. I think for me, career-wise, is that I want to engage more in my psychological side. So on this channel, there's more of makeup, lifestyle, exercise, and all of that. And you know, sometimes you forget that, hey, Mbali is actually a psychologist professionally. Not to say that I'm not, you know, not in touch with that side. It's just that I engage less with that with you guys. So I think that's something I'd actually like to provide and give on this platform as well, because it is a gift that I've been blessed with, and I feel like I should bless other people just as much as I've been blessed with it. Heading number 6. Now this is fun and recreation, so anything that you would not do on a day-to-day basis. So taking a trip with your friends, with your family, taking a solo trip. Now this is actually very difficult, especially with Corona going around, but you can test the waters and see what's possible. Now we all define fun in different ways, so you do what is fun for you. Now for me, it was actually very difficult to write down the fun things that I'll do and the fun things that are out of my comfort zone. I literally have 3 points over here. Now one of the points is that I want to do something different with my hair, something fun, something that is not so Mbali. Now I don't know how far that will go, but I'll see. You know, last year everyone was cutting their hair, and you know, it's great, but then I don't see myself doing those things. I don't know, I'm just so comfortable in just the Mbali space. So I think fun for me is, or should be, moving out of my comfort zone. Now that is my goal for this year. Heading number 7. Now this is health and fitness. Now trust me, if you know me, if you've been watching my YouTube channels, if you've been watching my YouTube videos, if you have been following me on Instagram, you know that this one was like a whole page going on to the next page, because your girl is a health and a fitness freak. But anyway, it's not about me. So underneath this heading, you'd put anything that you'd like to achieve health-wise and also fitness-wise. So maybe you'd like to start walking, for example. So you'd say that you'd walk 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Maybe you'd like to start eating healthy. Then you start listing the things that you'd like to cut down. Maybe there's a specific body goal that you'd like to reach, or a fitness goal that you'd like to reach. Maybe you'd like to drink more water, or whatever it actually is. But also remember to make this fun. You know, make health and fit, don't make it a job, don't make it a task, a very difficult task. So you know, have things such as hiking with friends. Now hiking, yes, it's a fun activity, but it's also great exercise. So you know, make it fun, make it enjoyable, make you know, the eating healthy enjoyable. For me, I know I eat healthy 6 days a week and I have 1 cheat day, so that makes it a bit more manageable for me, because yes, I do crave a lot of nice things as well. Not to say that the things that I eat are not nice, but then I also crave, you know, your general fries and your ice cream and all of that stuff. So yeah, so my ultimate fitness goal is to run the Comrades Marathon. I think over everything, my ultimate fitness goal is to run the Comrades Marathon. Guys, like, when I say that, there's, I don't know, like, guys, I really need to run that race. Yes, because you know, it is a huge deal in my family, especially with regards to my dad, but I feel like that race is the ultimate human race, ultimate definer of you as a, I don't know, but there's just something, and I need to do it. I feel like once I've done that, then you know, it's fine, I'm okay, I'm good, I've achieved what I needed to achieve. But but yeah, that's not my only fitness goal. I have other fitness goals as well. Yeah, because fitness is very important to me. The healthy lifestyle is also very important to me as well. Heading number 8. Now this is environment and also your space. We tend to neglect how much of an influence our environment and also our space has on our productivity, on how we feel as individuals. For example, if you are in a non-conducive working environment, it makes it very difficult for you to perform effectively or to the best of your ability. And once again, we sometimes do not have control over the environments that we are in, but then that little space that you are in, whether it is your room, whether it is your home, try to make that space welcoming for you. Try to make it accommodating for you. Try to make it bring out the best in you. Like for me, for example, I have to have plants in my space, whether it is in my home, whether it is in the office, wherever it is, I have to have plants, and that for me creates, I don't know, such a clean space. And there's something about having green plants in a room that just makes it feel so clean. So just make sure that you take care of your space, take care of your environments. And when I also say space, I don't mean the physical space, but also your internal space. Be very careful on what you allow in. That tends to affect how you behave, how you act, how you interpret things. So that's also very important for you to consider. Heading number 9, this is giving. Now I always, at the beginning of part of my intro, I always say stay blessed to be a blessing. I believe that you have been blessed, I have been blessed to be a blessing unto somebody else. So I think this is also a very important goal to include in your goals, or for me it was very important to include, because I feel like I've been blessed with so much that I also need to bless somebody else, whether it is with psychologically, whether it is physically, the knowledge that I have physically, whether it is financially, whatever it is, but I need to be a blessing unto somebody else just as much as I have been blessed. So those are the 9, I said 10, but they're actually 9. I said 9 or 10 actually, so I was correct. So those are the 9 headings that I think are important when you are setting goals. Now just remember that these are guidelines that you can use, that you can alter as well based on the goals in which you want to achieve throughout this year. And when you are thinking about your goals, remember to write them down. There's so much power in writing down your goals or writing down anything, because it's almost like you're just letting whatever it is that you have in you on that piece of paper, and you can literally hold it and touch it. So I encourage you all to write down your goals, and also just to keep them in check, review them and see your progress throughout the year. And also remember not to be hard on yourself. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they don't need to be perfect, they can change as well. So don't be so hard on yourself when you see that your goals, or you're not achieving your goals the way in which you'd want to achieve them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, to hit the notification bell, and also to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know some of your goals as well, if you're comfortable with sharing. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.